All right. Good afternoon. This is Coach Repeat of DeepDishFootball.com. It is time now for the Deep Dish Football Game of the Week season so far analysis. This one is going to be about Homewood Flossmoor. They're 2-0 currently. But just to kick off things, be sure you go to DeepDishFootball.com for the whole Deep Dish Football Game of the Week analysis and that between Homewood Flossmoor and Stagg. Also, follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook. I'm also on Instagram too. I'm also going to be doing magic numbers between both teams, and should be fun. And remember, Deep Dish Football Game of the Week is this Friday night at at Stagg between Home of Flossmoor. Now, Home of Flossmoor uh, beat Michigan City and Southern Durham High School, both high schools, surrendering only one touchdown in both games together. It's quite an impressive thing. I see them uh, running the table this season. I think their two toughest games are next week against Bolingbrook and September 20 something against Lincoln Way East. I think those are going to be the two tough ones. But the greatest thing, though, about that is they're playing Bolingbrook and Lincoln Way East at home. So they got a home field advantage that's great for Homewood Flossmoor. Um, I think it's really good. I think that, like I said, and I really do think this. I think Homewood Flossmoor are the favorites to win uh, the conference. I said Lincoln Way East, but just after looking at the schedule, how can you not basically say it's not going to be Homewood Flossmoor? Yeah, it's going to be tough, and again, you have to prove it. You have to play the games. But Homewood Flossmoor is off to a great start, especially for a defense to only give up one touchdown after two games. Jeez, that's a huge morale boost for the Homer Flossmoor defense. And I know Coach B and those coaches take pride in that, and that's just one of the things that Homer Flossmoor is actually good at, and they have a talented roster too. Now, when they play Stag, all they gotta do basically their main worries will be basically uh, the running backs, especially with Horde, and of course the quarterback Kyle Nepti. On on offense, just playing the Homer Flossmoor game and finishing them out. And I guarantee you, Coach B and those coaches basically want to basically let's get those 14 points within 2 minutes and just shut them up. That's how you do it. When you know you're a much better team than the other team, you want to shut them up and you want to get those. You just want to get those magic 14 points within those 2 minutes and make sure that they don't come back. Simple as that. And it's a huge key for, especially for how do you say a Titanic team like Homewood Flossmoor is. So it's going to be interesting. And they had two. They had two out of well, not two out of state, but they played two out of state opponents. They had their home game against Michigan City, and they went to North Carolina to play South Durham. But so far so good. Coach B's got him on a roll. Simple as that. And Bolingbrook the week after is going to be one hell of a game. So let's look at the team for a little bit. Of course, Justin Hall, Mario Wright, who I consider one of the best middle linebackers, Marcel Elias, one of the better defensive backs. They have one of the better secondaries in the state of Illinois. Marcel, I talked about that. Leon Tana, a top 2019 athlete to look out for. Um, let's look. Yeah, I'm forgetting. Going to go down. Justin Whiteside. Um, Justin Whiteside's another linebacker to look out for. They got another one I'm looking for right now. They got so much. They literally have so much talent. It's unbelievable. Jeffrey Griffin's another one to look out for. Jamal Ratliff, another defensive back to look out for. Um, there's one more guy that I want to talk about that a lot of people are not paying attention to. Where are you? Opia Fatuku. If I mispronounce your name, I do apologize, sir. Um, he's a hell of a linebacker. He deserves to be looked at, especially for D1 potential. His ability to basically make great pursuits. This is one of the better middle linebackers in the state of Illinois for blitzing. One of the best. I would say actually one of the best because I've never seen a good middle linebacker like that. The way he blitzes, and for that, I'm just gonna call you OF. If OF is a great, great player, hell of a player, and deserves a lot more respect than he is getting at. I wish a lot more college coaches would take a look at the kid. He's that good. Now, what is a young kid? Jack Schmitz, another top tight end in the state of Illinois for 2019 to keep a close eye out for. Um, you guys have a defensive tackle, and I can't find him. Well, okay, just the roster basically is full of talent. I mean, like I said, I could take a bus and get maybe 10, 12, 13 reserves and fill them out with other players from a Division III roster, and I win the state title. That's how good these kids are. This Homewood Flossmoor team. Now, there's been problems in the past, especially with basically uh, you got like most great teams, like Lincoln Way East last year. You got how you say they have to get over the mental. They have to get over the mental hump and believe that they can be winners and not how you say like most good teams with talented teams like last year, especially with Phillips. Last year with Lincoln Way East, they didn't believe it. They felt that all the work was going to be there for them. That's the main thing with Homewood Flossmoor. If they get over that hump, they're unstoppable. And right now, they're doing a great job. They got 2 wins under the belt, and they got Stagg, who I believe is a tough opponent, but I do believe Homewood Flossmoor is a better team, honestly. And not gonna lie, but it's the Deep Dish Football Game of the Week, and you guys voted for it, and it's going to be a good game. But I still think Homewood Flossmoor is a better game, better team. So we'll see what happens this Friday night. Be sure to check out deepdishfootball.com and Deep Dish Football on Twitter and Facebook this whole week about Homewood Flossmoor at Stagg for the Deep Dish Football Game of the Week, Week 3, IHSA. Have a great day.